Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tool Reviews. I know you're looking at this saying, Fab, why are we looking at a storage tote? Well, this is actually a very cool little machine, and I'm going to show you guys what it is after this. So let's do it. All right, so what we have here is considered a cordless pressure washer. I'm not going to be able to pronounce the company's name. I'm just going to tell you how it's spelled, Oyooqo. They reached out to me on Instagram, I believe, and asked me if I was willing to check out their new basically portable pressure washer. You can use it for like camping, taking showers, washing your dog, watering your plants, washing your car, many different uses. Comes with many different tools. It has a 5-hour runtime on a full battery charge, and it does hold 10 gallons of water. In my opinion, somebody looked at a storage tote and said, how can we make that into a way of holding water and putting a motor on top of it so you can use it to contain the water and pull the water from? Very cool idea in my opinion. But as we go through, I'm going to show you guys some of the things about this. It does have a handle with it so you can pull it along because it does come with 4 locking casters and they work really well. I'll show you guys that will roll around the floor very, very smooth. It comes with a 10-foot hose. And then I'll show you the attachments here in a minute. But on the very front of the machine, you have a battery indicator. I've had a couple times where this thing doesn't want to go by my touch for some reason. Oh, there we go. Battery indicator, red means you're getting low, green is your full, 12.6 volts showing you what your voltage is. Once you get to turn on, typically it's not bad. That's the only thing that I've had problems with this because I have been testing it a little bit here and there. This is going to be your power button right here, and then right here is your charge port to take the rubber out. You can charge it, and it comes with its own charger. It is 100% waterproof. They actually have a video on their Amazon where they're actually spraying water all over this without any issues at all. Inside the storage container, so you have a shower head. So this is going to be if you're camping and you want to take a shower, get done hiking, you just want to kind of shower off really quick. You have a garden hose sprayer. This is your typical garden hose sprayer where you can change shower, cone, flat, mist, full, jet, all that good stuff. They're all quick disconnects, which is great. Another one is going to be for dogs, washing a dog. So this has the bristles on it, and you can turn it on and off from the top right here. And then you have a handle on top so you can go and you can scrub your dog. The other handle, which is the one that we'll be using in this video, this is magnetic, by the way, so it does close and stay closed. This is the handle we're going to use for this video. So this is their pressure washer handle. I will show you guys how to use this because I had to kind of figure it out at first because I thought maybe you adjusted the pattern from up here and I was kind of messing with it. What it is, the lighter you pull it, the wider the fan. The harder you pull it, I mean, you can make this thing like a 0-degree nozzle on a pressure washer and it'll shoot about 40 feet. I mean, this thing puts some power out. But I like to use just the fan. Now, I've only been testing this around the house, just spraying stuff just to see how it works. I have not actually used this to wash a car. So we're going to use a rinseless wash on my truck. It's not filthy. I just put a coating on it last month. It's pretty clean, but the front has a lot of bugs and stuff on it. But the main thing for me, what I want to use this for is rinseless washing and maybe washing my dog because my dog is a pain in the butt to wash. But in this video, we're going to use this as rinseless wash. I want to see, is it going to put too much water on the surface to where I'm soaking my garage floor? Or is it going to be, I just want a nice, even layer of water. And I did put my rinseless wash solution inside of here. So I have 5 gallons of water in here. And I put my rinseless wash solution in here. If you live in an apartment or somewhere that's on kind of water restrictions, they don't want you washing your car, you can fill this thing up with 10 gallons and you should be able to go out and wash your car, especially at apartments. This would be great. If you use my code down below, you guys, you're gonna get a discount off of this unit right here. This is a $300 unit on Amazon, but you can get a discount to make it a little bit cheaper for you guys. One thing I will mention, it says caution, lithium battery, actually says cation. They did not spell caution right. Avoid in strong suns. They don't want you to use this in direct sunlight where the sun is just glaring down on this unit. All right, so let me give you guys a close-up. So there's your battery indicator, charge port. I wish they made that this was attached because it's not. So if you take it off, you can lose it. And then this is your power button. That's it. And when you first turn it on, it's going to pull the water up into the motor, which is inside here, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. And then it'll shut off. So then after that, when you pull the trigger, I'll just go ahead and do it. Turns on, turns off. Almost immediately turns off. I honestly just put a push button on it. An actual mechanical push button. There'd be a lot of you kind of like this one right here. Put it on that, and then we wouldn't have this issue. They tried to make it cool, which is fine, but sometimes when you try to do that, you can have issues. You have locking casters, so you can just put your foot on it, and you can lock it, And you got 4 of them, 1 on every single wheel. Let me show you, this thing rolls around just effortlessly, at least on this garage floor. I mean, it is smooth. The wheels are nice and smooth. It rolls around absolutely great. So there is a seal that goes all the way around. It's actually a really heavy duty seal. This is going to be your pickup tube, which you want to fill with water before you start. It's all in the instructions. And then the motor and everything is completely encased or enclosed, so you can't get the motor wet. Another thing I forgot to mention is inside of here, this is where you can fill, and I just take the top off and fill it, but you can fill it right here. You can put your garden hose inside here, and you can fill it from that right there. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it is a very cool, look how nice and effortlessly that thing rolls. It's kind of crazy. Let me show you guys what it does when you first turn it on. Hose is hooked up. Now you're gonna hear it turn on. It's got to charge up this hose, basically, and we're ready to start washing. All right, so let's go ahead and let's test this thing out. Let's see what this is. I like that it has the 10-foot hose. I got plenty of hose to get over here. Let's see how much water this is going to put on the surface. Is it going to be too much for my garage? Is it going to be not enough? It should be plenty of water. But let's just see. Now I want to barely pull the trigger, because if I pull it down too hard, it's going to be a stream, like a stream, and I don't want that. So, oh yeah. I mean, that works fantastic. My paint is now wet enough, as you see, and you can see the rinseless wash in the solution. It's now wet enough. Let's look at that. That's a perfect amount for doing a rinseless wash. That's actually what I put on now is probably too much. Let's see what it feels like. If you're watching this video and you don't know what rinseless washing is, it's basically washing without having to rinse the surface. I like to pre-rinse like I just did, but what you don't have to do is you don't have to rinse once you're done. Like, I don't have to rinse this off. I am absolutely loving this ceramic coating that I put on here. I flip the sponge over to the clean side. And that's it. Let's see what it does on a vertical panel. Well, that worked great up there. It didn't oversaturate. I don't have a ton of water on the floor, which is awesome. So when I do rinseless washes, I like to spray the entire side. But I want you guys to be a little bit closer. So if I put you all down now, you're not going to see anything that's going on up here. But we're going to go ahead and start up here. And that's putting plenty of water on the surface, as you guys can see. I tend to go overboard on pretty much anything that I do. So I put too much water on, that's okay. I don't have puddles on the floor, but I think this is going to be an awesome rinseless wash option for you guys. Everybody's always looking for a better way to do stuff. I do have a drain in my garage floor, but if I didn't, I wouldn't be worried about it, because this isn't putting puddles on the floor, which is what most people worry about when they're washing in their garage. But if you live in a state like I do, a northern state, you can't wash outside in the wintertime. When you can, but it's an absolute pain to deal with. I've done it. It sucks. I choose to not do that anymore. All right, so let me show you. So obviously I did this door, and that fender. A little bit of water right there. But that's probably from me doing the tests that I was doing earlier. Underneath these doors, as you can see, there's really no puddles of water, just drips. And inside my garage here, it's not loud at all, as you guys can hear. That works, I mean, exceptionally well. It's a very nice, I'm going to end up putting too much water on, but I want to show you guys. It's a very nice spray pattern when you barely pull it down, but if you really pull it down, as you can see, you can really soak it. Now I will say, disclaimer, I did not read in the directions anywhere that says that you can use a chemical in it. I'm doing it because the rinseless wash that I'm using is not going to hurt it at all. In fact, if anything, it'll clean it out. But I wouldn't put like a heavy duty soap or something like that in. I just use straight water and just wash your traditional way. Another thing is water temperature cannot be over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So this will prove to you it doesn't put a bunch of water down. I still got some water dripping down, as you guys can see, because these stupid Dodges, I don't know what's up with that. I went to open my doors to clean my door sills, and guess what? There's no water in them. So that's awesome. So that tells you right there it's not oversaturating, you're not getting too much water on the surface. I mean, there's literally no water anywhere that I sprayed. I have not dried it. Even on the inside of the doors, there's nothing. So I'm not completely done washing, but what I want to do is show you guys all the tips running, so you kind of get an understanding of how much flow you're going to have, you know, this and that. So let's go ahead and do the pressure washer tip first. So obviously you have you barely pull it. I'm going to slowly pull it back, and as you see, the stream gets, and then there you go. I mean, we're hitting that tree, no problem. This thing will shoot a really long way. But when you change your tip, you have to turn it off. Okay, it's off. Pull it till it's out of water, and it's just a quick disconnect right there. Pull your trigger, that lets all the water out. So the next one is going to be your shower head, which has different settings. Put it on, turn the pump on. It's going to charge it up. It just did. You have an on-off switch. So you have that setting, and you have that setting, which is about like your normal shower setting. This is more of a direct setting, and that's it. So you can turn it on and off from that, and it actually works really well if you want to take a outdoor shower, or if you're tent camping and you need a way to just clean up, you want to wash your hair or whatever. It's a great way to do it. So the next tip is going to be like for washing your dog, okay? So these are pretty stout. It actually feels pretty good on the hand. And then you just turn it on, and then you can wash your dog. You don't need a ton of pressure to wash your dog. So that's it. And you're washing your animal. This one I wasn't real impressed with when I first started testing it. So this is going to be full mode. That's not much, right? Mist is fine. And notice how the pump sounds. Completely changes the sound of the pump. Flat. Center. That one's not too bad. Shower. It's okay for watering plants. Your cone isn't much. I don't understand the purpose of that one. Jet. Not great. Full, once again, and then back to mist. So of all of them, this one's just okay. Not real impressed with this. Now, all right, you guys, so I'm done with the truck. I did everything, including the bed cover. We want to see how much water is left. I feel like there's a lot left. So this is my rinseless wash bucket. It's why it's wet. So I rinsed it out, cleaned it out, and I like to use a clear bucket when rinseless washing because I can see the water, see how bad it actually is. That's just me. I'm a visual type person. This is a bucket that is made for like a food grade bucket for like kitchens to use, to mixing and stuff like that. So it's more than 5 gallons. But 5 gallons is right here at 20 quarts. So we're going to see, I'm going to pour it in there. We're going to see how much water is actually left. I feel like there's quite a bit left. Okay, let's see how much we got. We got just shy, but we'll call it 3 gallons left. So we used 2 gallons to wash my entire truck. All right, so that is impressive. Now this is clean, rinseless wash water. I can save this if I want to, but from my experience, if you save it more than a couple days, it really starts to stink. Because I have a lid for this, but I just don't do it anymore. I'll dump it out. But now I know when I wash my truck, I'll just put 2.5 gallons of water in, and that should use up pretty much all of it. I'm not gonna be wasting this much, but for this video, put 5 gallons in, even though it holds 10, 5 gallons in just to see, so we could dump in the bucket and see how much water is left over. Is this gonna be for everybody? I can't answer that question because everybody's different. Some people will love this idea. Some people hate this idea. Some people say it's too expensive, blah, 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 blah. I like it. I think it works great. I think it's gonna be awesome for rinseless washing. If you have a detailing business where you don't have access to water, because I actually have customers who don't have access to water. They have to bring their water with them. This would be awesome. Fill it up 10 waters before you leave the house. And when you get there, you've got something that you can use to rinseless wash a car. You can use it to wash a car. Now, obviously, it's going to use more than 2 gallons. You're probably going to go through a 10 gallons, and you're going to definitely have more water on the floor. But you can still do it. You'll still have something that you can wash the car with instead of just using, a sponge and a bucket and hoping you get it clean in a spray bottle. This is going to put plenty of water on the surface for you. Does it leave a bunch of water on the floor? No, not at all. I mean, I have hardly any water on the floor. There's puddles, little small puddles here and there, but that's it. It's not like using a regular pressure washer in here like I've done in the past, and I have the water all go to the front of the garage, and I got to squeegee it back to the drain because this garage was not built with this drain. I had it installed, but it puts down hardly anything. So this is going to be an absolutely awesome option for, once again, if you're a detailer and you don't have access to water, mobile detailers, people that live in apartments that want to wash their car, but they can't because they live in an apartment. You can fill this up in your sink, take it down there, and you're going to have water. You can at least do a rinseless wash on it with this. Of all the attachments that come with, this is going to be my favorite. This is one I'll use most. I might use the dog one every now and then, but other than that, I'll be using this. I love the 10-foot hose. It allows me to get on my step stool, get up and wash the top of the truck. I can leave the tank back here. I can go to the front and I can go down the side with it without having to move this around. That moves around super simple, super easy. The only things that I'd say are negative about this is the screen, because it can be kind of finicky. Right now, we are still fully charged. The screen, and then I think that on the charge port, they need to put something on there where when you pull that tab, it stays attached so you don't lose that tab, because you don't want to get a bunch of dust, dirt, and debris in there, and you also don't want to hit that with water if that is open. That's my only 2 gripes in this machine. So if they could fix that, this makes this even better. It's quiet. It's not crazy loud. I mean, it's actually really, really quiet in my garage. It's not crazy loud and very economical. As you guys saw, I didn't use a ton of water, and I did use a wide fan. I did not use a bunch of, a stream. You'd use more water if you do that. But all around, I love it. I think it's awesome. I appreciate the company. I'm going to try to say Oyooqo, maybe. I appreciate them sending this to me. Durability, how long is it going to last? I don't know. I've only used it a few times, and this is the first time I've actually used it to do what I will want to do with it. So I can't answer that, but it does say to not use it in strong sun, whatever that means. I guess direct sunlight, guess what it means. So it doesn't, because this is black, it's going to get that pump really hot. But yeah, absolutely love it. And I want to know what you guys think. Leave down in the comments of the video, what did you guys think of this unit? I love reading those comments. I love interacting with you guys, and I just want to kind of get your guys' opinion. If you want to check this out, I'll put links in the description of the video where you guys can find this product right here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.